Hi guys, Lauren here, and we have Mike Akins, world-renowned networker with us, and we are going to ask him a few questions today. You know, there's some big news floating around the industry, right? We have heard that world-renowned networker that had over 800,000 people in his organization in over 100 countries, doing millions of dollars in sales every single month, go from one company that he was with for more than 20 years to a new company. That's pretty big news, right? So I wanted to go ahead and get the scoop right from Mike Akins. I want to know exactly why he made this decision. So here we go. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on to the video. My first question that I do want to ask you is I would love to get a quick recap, just quickly, of your experience in the network marketing industry. Where did you start in network marketing? And then just give me a little bit of a history in that area so that we can get your background.
I started in network marketing when I was 19 years old, and I stuttered, and I knocked a board over in my first presentation, and I've been in network marketing more than 50 years.
Wow.
And this last venture and 23-year journey, I had over 800,000 distributors and customers, and in more than 100 countries.
Right.
And so, and my staff traveled, and you were one of my staff, and you traveled quite a bit.
Yep. Yeah, and just to go back, okay, so when I first met Mike Akins, I was 18 years old, okay? I'm still a senior in high school. Never heard about network marketing, right? So I remember walking into the office, the professional networker's office, for the very first time, and I'm walking down this hallway and I am seeing every angle that I can possibly look. There are pictures of all of these different people from all around the world and this staff of professional networkers. So I'm seeing this and I remember thinking, okay, whoa, something incredible here has occurred and I need to be a part of this. And so when I first met Mike, I remember seeing all that he had accomplished. I mean, there was magazine after magazine. People were saying that Mike Akins is the world's greatest network marketer, okay? So first of all, I'm very thankful that I actually did get to be a part of this last organization. I would have not been where I'm at today if it wasn't for the wisdom of Mike Akins. And I remember hearing stories. I wasn't there when you first began in this last venture, but I'm hearing stories. Your staff is larger than the staff of the previous company. I'm hearing that it was just a national company. It wasn't something that was worldwide yet. It was just based here in the United States, and it was based out of Utah. I'm hearing stories like at the beginning, there were big leaders that actually did get demotivated and uninspired, and your staff continues to work with them because you guys captured the vision of where this company was going. Before anybody else could understand it, you knew.
Absolutely.
And I remember reading the studies that were done by Research and Marketing Consultants, which was a company that Mike Akins actually financed. He invested $500,000 into Research and Marketing Consultants. They studied genealogies. They studied patterns of genealogies. They studied every category of networker, which they did find there are 7 categories of networkers. Okay, so they're finding all of these details out about the industry. This study was very, very important in the decision-making process of the company that you guys were going to be a part of. And I know that you guys were looking at multiple companies. You selected your last company. I want to go ahead and just get a little bit more information from you. First of all, why did you decide to what made you come up with the concept of doing a study on network marketing? What made you think about this?
This Research and Marketing Consultants did studies for conventional companies.
Okay.
So I thought, why not do a study on network marketing?
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually remember this. And I remember you talking about how there were a lot of people in network marketing that you saw had the potential of success. Mm-hmm. They did what it took to be successful. You also were in a company previous to this company that we were last in. You were in, I think, 2 different companies. Is that right? And you had people that were successful, but you had people that should have maintained this level of success. They achieved, they lost it. Some people never achieved it. You're seeing the potential of untapped success in network marketing, and you're recognizing there is some kind of a gap, okay? And actually, the study that you financed, it was actually very intricate in what you guys trained on. I remember doing this when I was a trainer. You guys found the equation for success, not just for network marketing, not just for the individual, but for a specific company as a whole and for the industry as a whole. So when you guys did this study and you applied these things, these principles of success into growing your organization, it blew up, right? I mean, the success that you guys achieved is huge. I mean, there are not many network marketers that can actually say they've achieved the level of success that you have achieved in the network marketing industry. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about that, because that was another thing. I remember getting into this last program with you. I was a new networker and knew nothing about network marketing. I did grow, and I was able to expand not just nationally, but internationally as a new networker by following the principles of success that you actually taught. Okay, so this company is huge by the time I get involved, right? This company that you've selected now is a lot smaller. I didn't get to see those humble beginnings then in that company, but you did. You saw something in that last program. And I do want to ask you, what was it that you saw? And then I want to ask you, what made you decide to shift to something different this late in the game, right? You could have stayed, but I know that you care about the success of every person. I know that's very important for you. So I do want to go ahead and shift onto that topic really quickly. Okay.
Yeah, what I saw in the other company was the leader, the founder, was humanitarian, which means to me that they care about their distributors and customers. And they were in the immune system business, anti-aging business. And they had I developed the pay plan that they first started with. And I designed it according to the study. Okay. So, and they've made changes along the way. But the reason why I decided to go to another company, first of all, I looked at over 100 opportunities in companies. And so I selected American Dream Nutrition because of the same reason that I joined the other company.
Right.
The CEO and founder was a distributor, and he became a company owner. And he's a humanitarian too. He cares about his distributors. He cares about the person.
Yeah.
And so when my previous company decided to do away with what was convenient for the part-timer startup person, they had a 50 LP, and they had a 100 LP. And so the 50 LP they did away with. I started thinking at that point, why I started thinking about switching, but I was I didn't want to forsake my distributors and customers. So and that took me a few years to make this decision. And so, but when I looked at over 100 companies, I studied the founders, the the pay plans, the products, and this, that, and the other. I found out that Greg is a humanitarian, and he was a distributor, and he also owned a business. So that made a big difference to me. And I looked at the pay plan. It was a little different than the other pay plan, but I think it's more convenient for the part-timer. A part-timer can get involved for $19 and 25 CV with one product on auto ship. So that was important to me because 50 LP versus 35 CV was important, and also this overall pays better to every category of networkers. My study found 7 categories of networkers, and so it was more geared towards those 7 specific categories. So I think a part-timer can make more money in this company. They just sponsor 2 and get 15 levels of pay, no matter who puts them in.
That's incredible.
So, and that's 32% versus 25%. On the second level. And they focus on each category, and so even a heavy hitter can make more money because they pay out more money, and so higher percentage. And so the part-timer can make more, and each step in the 7 categories makes more. And then the product line was very, very good. They had anti-aging and immune system products. And, when I decided to join this, I asked him to bring a transfer factor product in. And, 4 or 5 weeks later, they had a transfer factor product, and I formulated it. So that was very good. And so those combination of factors is why I decided to leave.
And I'm going to touch back on just a few points that you said because I feel like these are important. One is bringing out that study. You actually found in this study by research and marketing consultants, there were 7 categories of networkers. And all 7 categories of networkers need to be paid out in a balanced manner. And so this compensation plan does compensate all 7 categories of networkers. It does not overcompensate any particular category. It's balanced, and it's very perfectly balanced. And that's a very important factor. I know that was one thing that was big, big, big importance to you in any opportunity. 2, the product strategy, the marketing philosophy, the founders, all of these things were factors that were vital in a long-term success of a company. This has everything. To make a shift, like you said, from one company to another company it's complicated. When we build a marketing family, we don't build distributors, just a bunch of people out there that are just, we know them. They become our marketing family. And so to have a marketing family, I remember in rooms that we've had, we're sitting on the floor with all these people and just, enjoying the company of each other. That we created an environment for a family. And I know that's difficult. But the cool thing that I thought was really neat about you, even myself, I'm sitting there and like, yeah, I've built a rapport in this other company. I put a lot of effort and a lot of a lot of effort into tools and marketing aspects with this other company. But when you have something that's significantly better, when you have something that you know for a fact is going to pay those people that you care about more, when you have something that's going to bring the same value of great products to the table, and we did it cheaper, which I think is really great. So not only do we have 3 times more transfer factor than one of their flagships products, and I'm not going to say which one, we actually market it cheaper, which is quite incredible, right? So we are doing these things that are big. And you saw where this previous company was going to go, and it just blew people's minds. This is going to be so much bigger. Because like you said, we're paying more. We still have the great product that put our last company on the map. We just enhanced it by adding more of that incredible, valuable transfer factor. We have a great amount of success ahead of us. I do want to hear, what do you project this company will do in the future?
This company will become $1 billion company. And there's no doubt about it. And I said the same thing about the other company.
Right.
It would come, do hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yep.
And so, and it came true.
Yep.
And I think in time, we'll do $1 billion a year.
Yeah. So this is the company. This is your last venture that you've selected. We thought the last one that we had was our last venture, but we want the best, right? I'm young. I'm 30. You're young, right?
Yeah, I'm 75.
You're 75. Okay. We've still got a great future. And so I do want to go ahead and tell each of you guys, we are going to do more videos. This was just an introductory video. We're going to cover breaking down the science behind this compensation plan and why it is significantly better than any other compensation plan on the market. We are going to talk about various products and product strategy. We're going to go through all of this and we're going to get it out to you guys, because guess what? We care about you making the best decision for you and your marketing family. We want you to be a part of something that is going to blow everything else out of the water. Okay? We have achieved a significant amount of success in the past, and we are going to do it in our future. And we choose ADN. We have chose American Dream Nutrition for a reason, because this is the best. And you have to be a part of this. You need to be a part of this. You want more information? That's okay. We'll get it to you. Okay? We just want to make sure that we get this information out there to all of you. This was important for me. This was very important to get this information out, because Mike Akins has made such significant achievements in this industry. And he's going to do it again. But this time, you have a chance to be at the forefront of everything that's going to happen. This thing is going to be huge, and you can be a part of it too. So tune in for some later videos that we're going to drop, and we will see you guys soon. Thanks, Mike, so much for being here.
My pleasure.
I'm excited to see where this goes.
I'm excited too.
Okay, bye guys.